Good evening, race fans, and welcome along to round number 7 of the LFM Case King Pro Series. Good evening, one and all. It is myself, Double O Raven, Mr. John Wright, who will be taking you through all of the action from 2.6 miles of absolute driving perfection. It is the mighty Misano this evening for round number 7 in a ridiculously close top split in the series. 4 drop rounds for the drivers over the entirety of the series. 2 of those have been taken into account as we have reached and breached the halfway mark, and we can see as Amedeo Castorino still with the lead in the championship ahead of Philip Minar, fresh from his win last week, just ahead of his teammate Sam Gaskell, who finished second. Sam just behind him in the standings in third. It is Shea O'Sullivan. For anyone that heard me a couple of years ago talking about Shea when he first started driving, told you so. He's fourth in the championship, just ahead of Aidan Walsingham, Grantis Craigis in sixth, George Boothby in seventh place, Stubenrau in 8th, Campagnella in 9th, and it's Dario Iannulo rounding out the top 10. He's got Nicholas Holborn, Alec Delphine just behind him, Sasha Warner in 14th, and Axel Ramone in 15th position. Tonight, as I say, it is Misano. What a barn burner it was at Imola last week. Spa, Nürburgring, Kyalami, Watkins Glen and Suzuka all join Imola in the rear view mirror. We've got Silverstone on the horizon with Zandvoort, Valencia, Paul Ricard and Bathurst. What a trio of tracks that is to finish out the series. Valencia, Paul Ricard and Bathurst. And that is going to be some serious competition. And of course, the drivers, there we go, driving for a share of the spoils, and certainly spoils to be shared thanks to Sim Magic, Nitro Concepts and Moza Racing. €1,000 for third place, 1,500 for second, and €2,500 for first place. Still a lot of racing to go, and a fair few qualifying sessions as well. Of course, this one well underway. The drivers just getting their out laps, and there is Dario Iannulo going provisional pole, Castorino and Walsingham not far behind, Philip Minar. And there we go, Stephen Reich. It is a fluid situation in the qualifying at the moment. 28 drivers we've got out on track, the usual magical mix of manufacturers as well. As we can see, we'll get that up and running. Superb. And Misano this evening. Yeah, there's quite a few courses I'm a huge fan of. This is safe to say is most definitely one of them. Strangely, the first place I ever got a legitimate drive-through for breaching track limits. Which goes to show you just how slow I was for the first 4 years of my sim racing. But yeah, 2.6 miles of 4.2 kilometres for the more educated amongst us. Built back in 1972. It's seen 11 facelifts, no less, and each one an extension, of course, to Sector 1. Some slight changes to Corvono. The bikes are certainly going to have more fun when they are flying around there. The most recent change, of course, the addition to Corvone of the extra little half chicane. Half of what has been added to the Red Bull third corner. That done, of course, only last year. But that's Sector 1. Where all the changes have been made, and we're going to see some very quick times through there. It's absolutely all over the place. Up at the top, as you would expect, Castorino. He's got the Nissan GDR back up on the top spot. No, he's not, because Sam Gaskell has just taken the top spot. We've still got 10 minutes of qualifying to go, so it will change a whole lot. We've got Sir Foch out on track this evening as well. Absolutely a livery to be marvelled at. I do like that one. As I say, 28 drivers. Kroik joining us this week. Leonardo Porco, who of course top 15 last week. Kevin Tadai out in the Mustang. A lot of these drivers, of course, taking part in the 12-20 minute races at the weekend. What an event that was. There is Jardier out in the Honda. Sasha Wasner, 23rd position in the Bentley. Got that Case King logo right over there as well. Love to see it. Krosh, another Mustang driver, Van Rossum. Well, hopefully we'll catch everyone on the start, of course, as well. Matteo Piccolo in 20th position at the minute. Zuna Bovic, another Bentley driver. Cannot beat a purple on black livery. Brenham is out in the BMW. Loving the abstract shapes on that. I'm a big livery fan. If anyone hasn't figured that one out yet. Seminara, I'm also a Ferrari fan. So let's see what Seminara can do. Great car and livery for the Gladius competition team. Renee Felder is out, another one of the purple and black. Oh, Stevenrag now down in 11th place. There is Duvillard. There's going to be so much overtaken into this corner complex on lap number 1. It's going to be frightening. Campaniella, another Nissan driver. He crosses the line, goes up to 9th place, puts him well ahead of Frey. Tom Gorka in the Aston Martin for Williams. It's been a while since I've seen Tom in a race. Renee Felder is out. Sasha Wasner jumped up to 15. Walsingham now at 14. Stephen Wright with the recent yellow flag. Seminara with the yellow flag as well. There's Leon Berndt out for Nitro Concepts. Be Alien by Nitro Concepts. There is Shea O'Sullivan, another Nissan driver, 11th place at the moment. Couple of improvements up at the top. By the time we get there, we might see a new pole sitter. Minar is there at the moment, as you can see. Ruggiero, he's just pulled off. There's Seminara once again. Kevin Tadai's jumped up the field as well, so we can see Dario Iamulo, 6th position. This isn't a quicker lap. The top 5 ahead of them, though. They are all going quicker. At the moment in 5th it is Grantis Karekas. He's just behind the Castorino with Eric Delfant just coming along Carvono now. He's in 3rd place. Sam Gaskell is about to take pole position from his teammate, unless I've just given him the curse of the commentator. No, I've not. There we go. 1 minute 31.882. His teammate 1 minute 31.962. Another very good livery. Very, very good. It's so difficult to do the liveries. Who do we have improving? Grantis Karekas, there we go. He is just coming to turn 15 now, so 1 more to go. Inside tyres on the white line, through the last corner. Look how smooth that is over those curves. Only goes the 2nd row and then pulls over. He's got 6 minutes left to go, so plenty of time to refuel the car and get back out there. Potential movers and shakers further up the field. Samir Foch is going to cross the line. He's going to find the 10th. He's going to find 4 positions up to 10th place. That's a very good camera on turn 1 at this track as well, it has to be said. Through turn 3, well, we've got to look at what the drivers will be dealing with. Of course we shall. Of course, this all relatively new sections of the track. Curva del Rio, the double apex delights, all about this exit here. Again, so smooth over those sausage curves. Nice bit of straightaway for the drivers to get up some speed before they absolutely jam on the anchor smoothly down the gears to make it through Quercia. Solid exit there as well. You can hear the left-hand tyres on the curb. That's how much the drivers, look how much they use those track limits as he comes through Tramonto. Again, all the curbs used all the time. Yep, that is where to find the absolute millimetres. Castorino's just got yellow flags. Still got 5 minutes though, so plenty of time with it being such a quick lap. This, of course, the quickest section. Those brakes absolutely squealing their way. How close to the edge was he there? Yeah, he's pulled over. I did think that's slightly over there by Foch. Pops it into the wall. As Sam Gaskell still holding on to pole position. In Walsingham looking for an improvement in the Aston, goes 13th place. We've got Croik and Leonardo Porco, who's had some decent results so far. He is going quicker. Significantly quicker. Yeah, not throwing any shade, but he must have had an absolutely terrible sector 2 on his time lap. Is he about to challenge for the top 10? We're going to see. No, okay. Telemetry was miles off on that one. I thought Porco was about to have an absolute monster leap up the field there. Good evening to everyone in the chat. We'll say a quick hello. Ferrari biased. I'm not biased, you are. Leanne Lee in the chat as well. Thank you to the main sponsors. Leanne Lee. Who have we got? I hope George Boothby, man, is okay. He's not here, which is unusual. I did wonder, actually. I did wonder. He's maybe still recovering from all the TTS during the interviews. I love the flow of this track, but it's hard to... But yes. 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 That is one of the things that makes you really feel like a race driver at this track. If you nail an overtake round here, you've had to work for it. There is no two ways about it. No two ways about it. Oh, Kevin today goes top 10. Leon Berndt is into turn 14. He's going to set a quicker time very soon as well. No rain so far. Yeah, double cloud, changeable weather. Let me just get confirmation actually, Sean. And what I can in fact do... yeah, so we're looking at someplace 18 to 24 degree track temperature. There's a 5% chance of rain. So there is, yeah, 55% cloud cover with a 5% chance of rain and a 20% randomness applied to the server. It is. I do lurk in these streams quite a bit. And yeah, I did end up going back and watching the end of the race, and he was in, yeah, getting interviewed, and it was how he managed to listen to me while that TTS was going on. That must have been more difficult than getting to the end of the Imola race without picking up that 4th penalty for the drive-through. Imagine they're both just as challenging tasks. Certainly a challenging task at the moment. Smooth link for Philip Minart. Not finding any improvement on this lap either. We're now getting into the business end. Leonardo Porco has gone up to 18th, and he is going... Oh, now. Just as we jumped on board, that went from very green to very red. Well, not quite very red, to be fair. If he's had a good turn 4... If he's had a bad turn 14 previously... this is him through 12 and 13. Brennan behind him is going quicker as well. That mix of cars. Yeah, sometimes I'm a bit too much of a fan of the racing to actually be a commentator. Oh no, now Porco has lost a bit of time there. Gork has just gone 19th. Brenham is going quicker. Duvillard going quicker as well. Kroik and Zunabovic are done with quali. Gaskell is threatening to improve on his time even further and extend that gap between himself and Philip Minar. Carreka still in 3rd, but today up in 4th place. Delfant in 5th. What a top 10 of drivers that is. Castorino, Campagnella, Berndt and Walsingham all in the top 10. Eduardo Ruggiero, he has just entered the pit, so that's his qualifying done and dusted. We're on board with Brenham. He's got time to fire in another lap. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100% having to guess. Yeah, the TTS was mad. I did think it was funny that somebody thought I was beard versus food guy. I wish I had that beard, I'm going to be honest. Sam Gaskell crosses the line. Doesn't improve. It was purple, so you had maybe a thousandth or so. Doesn't bring it home. More cars flying into the pits as Karakas flies round the final corner. No improvement there. It's all staying as you were so far. Veloce Thrustmaster Amadeo Castorvino heading towards Carvone. This will be his last chance for romance in the front two rows. Still 1 minute 31.8, needs about 3/10 of a second. Not showing any improvement at the moment. He is going to have to absolutely fly at the final couple of corners if he is going to jump up the grid. I mean, he only needs half a tenth to get ahead of Delphant, who's in the pits. Delphant and Tadai with exactly the same time. Wow. Yeah, exactly the same time for the drivers. 4th and 5th, is that? It is, yes, 4th and 5th, exactly the same time. Ruggiero and Shields Sullivan with exactly the same time as well. There we go, my apologies, that absolutely stuck there. We'll get the results up. Bear with me a moment. Nope, that is still from the previous race, it appears. So we'll jump back there, but I can't confirm. Let me just... nope, can't do that. Yeah, so it's Sam Gaskell on the top spot with Philip Minar in second place. In fact, what we could probably do... There we go. Sam Gaskell, 1 minute 31.882 on the front row. Philip Minar in second place. The teammates had quite a battle the last time out. Grantas Karakas in third position, with Kevin Tadai in fourth place. The Mustang doing a mighty job up there and to get into the front two rows. He's ahead of Eric Delphant, fifth place with 1 minute 32.072. Exactly the same time as Amadeo Castorino of Veloce in the Nissan. Very much expecting a battle there. Campaniella in 7th position, another Nissan driver in the top 10. In 8th place is Leon Berndt in the Ferrari. Great qualifying performance from him on the same row. Ahead of Aidan Walsingham, the Veloce Aston Martin driver, joining Eduardo Ruggiero on row number 5. These two qualifying just ahead of Shea O'Sullivan and Dario Iamulo. Row number 6 for these two. More Nissans in the top 15. There is Iamulo for Veloce alongside him. 1 minute 32.250. Simonara qualifies just behind him, 13th place for him to start this evening for Gladius competition, just ahead of Samir Foch. Sir Foch, what a livery that is, absolutely love it. In 14th place, Stiebenrauch, of course. Ooh. The LFM driver in 15th position. Porco didn't quite manage to crack the top 15. 16th place for him. Row number 8 ahead of Sasha Wassner in 17th position. Our first Bentley of the evening. Expecting him to make an impact in the race. Michael Frey will start in 18th place in the Porsche. He's got himself just ahead of Tom Gorka in 19th position for Williams. He will be side by side with Peter Duvelaar in the McLaren in 20th position. 1 minute 32.5 for Peter. This sees him just quicker than Øystein Brenham, the West Competition Racing BMW, in 21st place on row 11 with Mr. Jardy himself, Jaroslav Honzik, in the Honda. We've got Rennie Felder in 23rd position. That beautiful purple and black Fisher Racing car, and very quickly we jump on to another one. It is Matthias Krosch starting in 24th place. They've got Dean Zunabovic to join them, another Bentley driver. 25th place with Van Rossum in 26th position, 32.9. Matteo Piccolo finds himself starting in 27th place, and bringing up the rear of the grid, it is Alexander Kroik in the Ferrari. There go the drivers now on their warm-up lap. We'll get some helicam shots. Of course, they are going to be on and off that brake pedal, trying to get some heat into the brakes before the start of the race. It is a very quick turn 1. We're probably going to see some of the drivers have to man it. Oh no, 27, they should be okay. Yeah, so they shouldn't still be round the corner. They're round the last corner when the flag goes green. We've got, as you can see, they're all actually not too much squealing coming from the brakes at the moment. I didn't expect 20 degrees there would be some brake warming going on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, very much as you would expect. We've got a 1 hour race, of course, tonight for the drivers. Pit stops as well. And in fact, if I do that, we can keep an eye on when everyone has been in and out. It is week number 7 of the Case King Pro Series. Incredibly close up at the top. Not many points separating the top 10. Still got 5 weeks of racing after this one. 4 drop rounds for the drivers, so their best 8 scores will count. And absolutely all to play for with that €5,000 prize pool for the top 3. So yeah, we'll see how tonight's race plays out. It's going to be very quick, as we were saying in the chat. It's not the easiest place to get an overtake, but it really is. The profile pics crack me up. Yeah, there is some good ones. I'm going to need to sit and go back. I don't quite get a chance to have a look at them as we're jumping through, but yeah, I do need to check some of them out. Yeah, we do have Jardier out this evening. Yeah, quite a few legends out on track. It'll be interesting to see Caracas. He's found himself for Visceral in some very visceral battles with the 255 team. We'll see if that continues. We are coming to the last corner now. Yeah, they will get round. Oh yeah, they're well around the last corner. Let's go racing. Great shot, and there we go. Foot down, flat out, and flying into turn number 1 they go. The teammate's getting very close, looking to open up the corner as much as possible for Gaskell, but he's not got much room there. Caracas looking to send it round the outside of turn number 2. Bit of door banging between the two of them. He gets back on track, just makes it on track, and that door banging is playing right into the hands of Kevin Tadai. Eric Delfante's lost positions. There's a lot of momentum being lost there in 0255. Oh, I've looked away at absolutely the wrong time there, because Philip Mina has dropped down the order. And yeah, Caracas is in second place to die. I looked over at the timing tower, and by the time I look back, he's dropped those positions. He's right in the thick of a battle. Sam Gaskell has said absolutely goodbye, and Amadeo Castorino has said, very much said hello, and so too has Kevin Tadai. You can see just how close the rest of the field is. There is the Veloce Nissan hunting him down. That's of course Aidan Walsingham, who's dropping positions, it says. Oh no, that's just catching up through sector 1. Philip Minar retakes the position. Sam Gaskell has absolutely taken this lead he's been gifted, shuffling and shaking right down the pack as they go 3 wide through Corvone on lap number 1, as you would well expect. Shea O'Sullivan just messing with the track limits there and almost... Oh, and we've got a bit of a sideways action there. Oh, and we've got cars off on the gravel. That's a Gladius car. Oh, and we've got a car turned as well. They're not finding the grip. It's an optimum track, and we've got cars facing the wrong way. There's a few cars dropped. We will get full updates on that in a moment as Sam Gaskell crosses the line. He's got almost 2 seconds back to Karakis, with Tadai in 3rd, Castorino in 4th, Minar in 5th place, Campanella in 6th, Delfant in 7th position, Bernd in 8th, Walsingham in 9th place, and Shea O'Sullivan up to 10th position. Minar down 3. We've got, who's that? Seminara's dropped down the order. Tom Gorka's in the pits. So Tom Gorka is in the pits. Philip Minar, oh, we've just missed it. Car number 3, right, we're going for a replay. I did look over at the timing, so he's had a bit of a wiggle there. Ooh, solid bump there, so I think that might have been the accident that's popped up. He's round the outside. Oh, taking another little bit of a dunt there as well. Just the tiniest of contacts on the door, and yeah, that's what's dropped him down the order. Still running at the front, let's just check. It's Castorino looking very quick indeed at the moment. He has got Tadai and Karakis ahead of them, both of them benefiting from positions. Still ridiculously close as well with Ayamulo and Ruggiero. Ruggiero down 1, they're chasing back down Shea O'Sullivan. The Visceral driver having a good start. Up a spot to Ruggiero. Ayamulo hanging on to his starting position, much like the race leader Aidan Walsingham and Leon Berndt, who are all running where they started. Only 4 drivers that have managed to maintain their position. Shea O'Sullivan round the last corner as race leading. Oh no, he's been beaten. Karakis, not to be outdone with the fastest lap for too long, pops himself back into the purple patch. 1 minute 32.5. So they're just over half a second off their quali pace already. Quite a bit of fuel in the car as well, it's safe to say. Big movers and shakers in the field. Of course, Castorino up 2. We've got Sasha Wasner, Michael Frey. They've made up 4 positions each, and Oystein Bremen in the BMW 5 places up to make it into 16th spot so far. Matteo Piccolo as well, he's made it up 6 since the race started. He finds himself in 21st position. Samir Foch and Seminara down 11 and 12 places respectively. Let's see if we can grab... so we do have a yellow flag for Sir Foch. Let's see if we can grab a look. So here he is here. This is down towards Corvone. He's on the outside. Oh, the Gladius car. Absolute rocket in there. He's managed to avoid that. Oh, and then the Bentley. Oh, wow. So, it was Sir Foch that we saw holding his brakes through the penultimate couple of corners there. So unfortunate. Manages to avoid one incident and then takes the back of a Bentley in the side of the car. Gaskell crosses the line to set the fastest lap, and then Karakis follows him and takes it straight back again. There's 6,500s between the fastest laps that these two drivers have just set. They are, safe to say, the quickest 2 out on track. We'll jump on board with Philip Minar. He dropped 3 positions at the start of the race. A couple of slight contacts, we can see a bit of grazing. It's safe to say up the side of the car. He's 8th place, turn 8 at the moment. He's in 5th position. This has only been the opening 6 minutes, of course. Still got a long way to go. Seminara coming into the pits. Tom Gorka, look, he's been in there for a while now. Oh, so another driver, wrong place, wrong time. So he came up onto the back of this, yeah, and then Yeah, shown the exit. It's safe to say by the McLaren driver there. Oh, wow. I mean, literally the only saving grace there is it was right at the pit entrance, but that was still a full-on contact into the wall there after a slight shoulder check by the driver alongside. I'm sure we'll have the stewards' opinion on that at some point. Sam Gaskell in the lead of the race. Karakis is matching him lap for lap, but it's Gaskell that's just taken the fastest lap by 43 hundredths with a 1 minute 32.342. Karakis crossed the line in 32.385. Kevin Tadai 32.5, Castorino 32.5, Minar 32.6. We're seeing a pattern emerging here. Campagnella 32.8, 32.7 for Delphant. He's got Leon Berndt absolutely hunting him down. So much going on. Let's jump on board with Stubenrug. He's lost 2 positions. Brenham up 5 ahead of him, but they're having a nice little battle. He's going to try and retake that as we see Duvalan, I believe that is, in the McLaren. Jumping up as well. He's already made overtakes in this race. Stubenrug now firmly entrenched by the cars around him. Duvalar hunting down Brenham, and of course that is Jaroslav Honzig that they've got behind them. And terrible rear. The BMW's got a good rear view mirror. There we go. Ooh, and he thought about it through Curva del Carro there. Brenham taking a very good line. Not much grip on the way out though. You can hear the lateral motion of the car squealing its way out of the tyres, and that is a good edge to get by Stubenrug, the LFM driver, as I say. Down 2 positions on the start, and I tell you, he's had a worldie of a Sector 3 compared to the drivers behind him there. He's given himself a much better gap. Let's see what Minar is doing. He is absolutely still stalking Castor. Interestingly as well, actually, the wind at 5 kilometres an hour, so it will have starting to play a minor factor at that point. 19 degree track temperature, so it's dropped a degree on the start. Not much in of itself, but that's only been 9 minutes. So yeah, so there's a very good possibility that could drop another few degrees. Seminara, another driver, looks like he has retired to the pits as these two make their way through Carvone. We're only 5 laps in. There's been some massive changes so far. Of course, Minar the big one. As we watch him try and take one of the spots back. That is so close through 14. And very close behind, in fact, Eric Delphant, another driver that's lost places on the start, and he is absolutely swamped at the minute. He has got Leon Berndt behind, and Campagnella is just ahead. Not only that, they've got Aidan Walsingham looking to make moves and catch up. He's got himself a bit of breathing space back to O'Sullivan, who's fairly well entrenched with Ruggiero at the moment. But there is what Walsingham can see ahead. He 9th place, so he is exactly where he qualified. Very few drivers still in that position so far in the race. O'Sullivan and Ruggiero is what we're looking at the moment. That's Dario Iamulo just behind him. Lastner, another driver making leaps and bounds, himself and Michael Frey just behind him. The Bentley and the Porsche both up 4 places. If only someone at the start had said expect the Bentley to make an impact in the race, they would have looked like they knew what they were talking about. Frey there just ahead of Porco. Stubenrug did make the position back. He is back up to 16th. 1 more to go and he'll be back where he started. Good to see Sir Foch still out and running. So unlucky with that contact. Absolutely wrong place at the wrong time. And yeah, a sideways Bentley gave him the slightest of taps, and suddenly he is sideways through one of the busiest corners on the opening lap. Down 10 spots, but is still running. Gorka staying in the pits for the moment. Leon Berndt and Eric Delphant. And they're absolutely still going at it, and Campaniella very much the target for both of them at the minute, you would say. More gratuitous rear wing camera. Yeah, the Honda is looking quick, and I tell you, Bernd is looking even quicker. Walsingham in perfect range for that, and you can see he's got that group of three just behind him. So this top 10 absolutely up for grabs. You can get a very good look at the moustache on the front of that Honda there. Very, very, very close. And again, you can see just how much of the track and the curbs the drivers use. As a failed racer myself, I can certainly appreciate how accurate they are. That's a good exit. That is a good exit. This train is just getting closer though. That's all that's happening. You can see the Honda slightly quicker at some stages, but not quite quick enough to get that all-important overtake done. And Shea O'Sullivan looks like he's coming under increasing pressure. Well, I say increasing pressure actually. I'm maybe just making that more interesting. But yeah, 4/10 of a second actually. No, so it's exactly the same. Ruggiero and O'Sullivan matching one another absolutely lap for lap. That is bringing Dario Iammulo straight into this battle as well, which is going to bring them straight on to the back of this little group of cars as well. Campaniella is still in 6th position, leading that group. Gaskell still leading all the way, still going quicker on the laps. No improvement for Karekas, 32.382, still his best, but Gaskell has found another 43 hundredths of a second. As you've seen, he got a 1 minute 32.300 with a fairly decent amount of fuel on the car as well. And air temperature's dropped a degree. That's going to be interesting. We'll see 4 or 5 degrees come off. The driver's going to have an interesting thought process on their hand. Some good moves here. Honzig up to 19th position, and he does have Duvillard and Brenham ahead, and we've seen these two already get themselves in a battle. Jardier could be looking for a cheeky little slingshot past the both of them in that Honda. Along Curvone, Stubenhoek and Porco swapping positions ahead of them as well. Porco with the yellow flag, he's tumbling down the order. Oh yeah, and that's brought them all very close. The Honda in a straight line is a bit of a monster, if you didn't know. We're about to find out, and I tell you what, the McLaren has got a very good exit out with turn 10 there, through 11 to go. The McLaren's got that inside line. This is prime positioning for Jardier. He's got the slipstream to follow him up the inside line. Gladius competition, they've run too deep, they've had too much, and I tell you, the McLaren has almost lost the back end as well. That's one for Jardier. Is he getting another one before the end of the lap? He's still got Gladius just behind them, but a very timely move there. I've always said it, the driver third place in a train of 3 is the best position for an overtake, and that's exactly what you've got. Of course, Duvillard got the overtake done as well, but Jardier sneaking his way through. Their next target will of course be Brenham's BMW, looking to get themselves closer to that top 15. Philip Minard, that was the wrong button. That was the right one. He's still within 4/10 of Castorino, who's got less than a second to die. As you can see there, 3 down, the 3 ahead with those spots. Castorino, the biggest gains in the top 5. Delphant, Bernd and Walsingham now. I did say he was going to be catching up, and he certainly has. Yeah, we'll stay on board with the Aston Martin for a bit. We can see the cars just in the road. So it's pulling away a bit from Shea O'Sullivan just now. We've still got Ruggiero 3/10 of a second behind. So Ruggiero in the last 2 laps has made up a 10th. Iammulo has made up 2/10. So they are absolutely nose to tail, exactly like the train that we see now. We've got 4 in this one. There's 3 behind them. And it looks like they are all staying as they were. So here we go then, out of the last corner once again, 10 laps in. Sam Gaskell for the first time this race hasn't gone quicker than his previous lap. Still within 3/10 of the fastest lap of the race, and I tell you, Karekas actually went 300s quicker. But with a 32.647, Gaskell 32.672. And as you can see there, the gap 2 seconds between the two of them. Ooh, sideways. Yeah, that is the all-important exit there. All four of them absolutely nailed it, so they're going to stay as you were. Delphant still under that rear spoiler. The other one we were watching, of course, Minar closing up on Castorino still. Walsingham still very much in touch with this battle as well. Shield Sullivan still very much in touch with Ruggiero and Ayamulo joining these two very quickly. Sasha Wassner, let's see, has made up 4 positions. Himself and Michael Frey, the Bentley and the Porsche, still doing well. Stubenauck has made back the positions he lost at the start of the race to get back to 15th position. Brennan behind him, still up 5 spots. Duvillard up 3. Honzig up 4 spots to 18th place. Tom Gorka has got the car fixed and he is back out on track. He's a few laps down, to say the least. But good to see him back out and running. Krozik and Rosen bringing up the rear of the field at the minute. Still ridiculously close, right down at the bottom of the grid as well. 21st for Piccolo. Trying to catch up to Kroos, but with Rene Felder leading a solid charge of cars. Samir Foch 23rd place at the minute, so he has made back a spot. Of course, he's down 9 and he had a very solid qualifying time. It was extremely close between all the drivers, but he is a bit quicker lap on lap than a couple of drivers ahead of him. So he will be keen, I'm sure, to get himself some overtakes and some spots back. Ooh, as the two drivers ahead threaten to go side by side into turn number 8. It's not going to be long before they lose these spots to Samir if they keep that up. Can't quite be that indecisive. See, look, they are so close. The McLaren behind, the McLaren in the middle can't get up to speed, can't get the brakes on properly. Foch absolutely on their rear spoiler now towards Carvone. And yeah, tantalisingly close are the cars just ahead of them as well, so plenty of positions on the horizon. Suddenly out of absolutely no place, we're 20 minutes into this race. We've got 12 laps under the belt of the race leader. Quite a few positional changes throughout the grid. Walsingham and Berndt still holding their positions in the top 10. They do have their pit stop to take as well. Honzig and Duvillard, they are still duelling it out. More cars, no stranger to overtakes in this race. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, my apologies. He lost a couple of tenths there. I was looking at it the wrong way round. But he's got the Honda fairly moving, but so behind him. Leonardo Poco for the Gladius. Just as I say that, it looks like the tyres gripped just at the last second there. He's looking quick there as well. The Honda making good ground. We'll see, checking on the race leader, Sam Gaskell, 1.8 seconds still, so himself and Karekas absolutely matching lap for lap. The last lap that they did, 1 minute 32.7 for each of them. 0.045 seconds separated the lap times. It was in Karekas' favour. He does still find himself 2 seconds behind. Kevin Didai is still in third. Minar is still absolutely entrenched in this battle. Campaniella. Actually, yeah, I did wonder about that. Oh, yeah, okay, so Gorka came in. He's going to have to come in again. There is a 20-minute pit window. My apologies, I haven't put that in the tower properly. But yeah, the drivers do have one mandatory stop. The 20-minute pit window is now open. So we'll see if anyone that's in a solid chain of cars decides to come in. It's unlikely, of course. The slipstream helps all drivers involved, even the one at the front. And it will definitely be helping at their top end speed and their average lap time. So we'll see if anyone does pull the trigger early. Maybe even find some of the drivers that find themselves on their own, perhaps. Although Now there's not many. Car 27 Kroik is off the back slightly, so might pop in, hope that he catches onto the back of a group going past. Leonardo Porco might be another one in. Did get a little bit of damage in the opening exchanges. He's down 3 positions on where he started, and he's under all types of pressure from Croce at the minute. Sam Gaskell has stayed out. When the pit window opens, so this will be his first full lap while the pit window is open. Carreca's still that 2 seconds behind Castorino. He has got that Nissan absolutely flying at the minute in 4th place. Does he decide to get himself some clear air early? No, he does not. Neither does Minar. He's out of the last corner in hot pursuit still, as the Nissan fires across the start-finish line. 14 laps under their belt. We're 38 minutes into this, with 18 minutes left of time for the drivers to come in. Gorka's going to be in for a second stop to make sure he meets his mandatory requirements. Another driver, like Sir Fosh, wrong place, wrong time, and certainly not an outcome that he would have relished. Frey with a yellow flag. He's just violated the track limits a bit much there, I think. So potentially a slap on the wrist. It's not done his momentum any issues, that's for sure. Another good sounding engine. He's got Waster ahead again, and as I've said a couple of times now, these two almost like they're working together, up 4 places each. The Porsches followed the Bentley all the way up the grid so far. They do have Stubenrauch behind them. Now he's already made back places that he lost right at the start of the race. He is back up to where he started in 15th position. And the 2 drivers, of course, are qualifying well behind him, so we'll see if he can get an overtake on these 2. Another driver potentially with the pit stop on his mind pretty soon. Honzeg not able to get a move done on Duvallard at the moment. Duvallard still holding on to 17th, with Brenham still in that BMW in 16th place. Ayamulo just picking up a bit of a yellow flag there. Waston and Stubenrauch picking up yellow flags as well. They're all absolutely pushing the limits. Oh, and he's got past the Porsche. He has got past Michael Frey. Let's have a look and see. It does say there's been an accident. So on board with Stubenrauch. Oh, they've collected one another. The Bentley and the Porsche have gone side by side through 13, and that has opened the door for Stubenrauch to sail on past the Porsche. So yeah, that is Stubenrauch now up a spot. I was only just wondering, can he get the overtake done? Yes. Yes, he very much can. Minar and Castorino now right on the back of Tadai, and you can see that group still being led by the Nissan behind them, with Eric Delfant still looking to get past Campagnella. No room at the moment. Shiel Sullivan still holding on to 10th place, with Ruggiero now 1.5 seconds behind, and now having the pressure applied to him by Veloce's Ayamulo through turn 14. Oh, Stubenrauch going for it, and he's got the move done. He has got the move done. I think that has registered. In fact, let's have a look and see. So through Carvoni, of course. Absolutely gone for it up the inside. Completely outbraked him. Very nicely done by Stubenrauch. And then the Porsche tries to come up the inside and follow him through the Bentley, puts it on full defensive mode. This, of course, where they made contact on the previous lap. No contact on this one, but that is Stubenrauch now up a position. Oh, in fact, he's up 4. He's actually up 4, of course, because he got past quite a few cars there. Yeah, definitely need to keep up. But yeah, up 4 spots with Waster. Still with 27 cars. Gorka's come back in. Philip Minar, so that's another why. That's why he's got another spot. Minar and Tadai have both come into the pits. Wow, when they've come out, Tadai is ahead. It looks like he's going to be 24th when he comes out. Minar will be directly behind him. As we can see, they're close in quali, they're close in the race, they're close on the way into the pits, they're close on the way out of the pits. It is an absolute different level of drivers and competition that we've got out on track for the Case King Pro Series round number 7. The mighty Misano never fails to deliver. Castorino pulls into the pits, puts Delphant up to 3rd position. Campaniella, there's Seals Sullivan, but yeah, Campaniella, he has come in. Tadai is out and running. There we can see a couple of bits jumping up and down as yep, the drivers all going past. Still a ridiculously close field as we're approaching the halfway mark. Still the same gap between the top two, Gaskell and Karakas. Gaskell setting a quicker time, Karakas following suit, only a 10th behind. I think Wassner's, no, he's not coming to the pits. He's had a bit of a flirt with the track limits, as Michael Frey has as well. Once again, through turn 8. Oh, and he's having a look up the inside again. The Porsche does seem to be so much better on the, not seem to be, it is so much better on the brakes than the Bentley, but clearly corner exit speed is king, and that is where the Bentley has got the Porsche absolutely hands down. We'll see if he's close enough on this lap to get that move done. Brenham is in 12th place behind him. He's still up 9 spots. Of course, this is all going to shuffle and change as the drivers come in and out of the pits. So close, carbon to carbon out of turn 15. The Bentley just pulls away again though. Philip Minar, Kevin Tadai and Castorino. Millen, has he gone past him? Minar has Castorino. Oh, he's on a spin. Castorino, the number 2, he's had multiple accidents. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Now he is right next to these two cars. For some reason, not the camera I was looking for. Oh, he's round outside. They are 3 wide, so that was a very minor touch there. There is a yellow flag just... Oh, that wasn't a minor touch. Oh, and that wasn't a minor touch either. Yeah, so they are attempting to go 3 wide into turn 8, 9. That just does not work, and then the 255 car absolutely spins. That is Philip Minar facing the wrong way. For some reason, oh, did he get a drive-through? No, he didn't. Castorino's been into the pits, but it says he hasn't met his mandatory requirements. Not sure if that's a glitch on my tower. Yeah, Gaskell's come into the pits. Gaskell has come in to the pits. That has unleashed Karakas out of the front of the field. Gaskell's still the fastest driver on track. Leon Byrne and Shiel Sullivan all promoted. As Delphant into the pits as well as Croche coming in. He's just on the pit entrance there, as we can see. It's Kevin Tadai then that is leading the way out with the drivers that have taken their pits. Van Rossum. Yellow flags all over the place as the drivers pop in and out. Let's concentrate on Kevin Tadai. He is effectively on-track leader at the moment. I would expect Karakas and Gaskell to come back out well in front of him with the gap that they had. But Tadai is ahead of Campaniella and, more importantly, Philip Minar as well, caught up in that contact himself, and Castorino. They've both been in the pits, but it's not showing on there, but they both have been in. Neither of them for a drive-through, but they have been in the pit, so I'm not sure why that's not cleared on the tower. Hopefully they have met the requirements. Oh, we're running share chat as well. Good evening to everyone. Jardy upset, yep. Cheering on Grandis Craigis, Kevin Dye for Bitsio, Campaniella and Shea O'Sullivan. That is quite the lineup. Yeah, a bit of a manic sharp start indeed. Will the race go dark at 7 PM? It might get slightly darker. We shall see. There's the link for the Metro shop. Pep, Arthur and Hirsch, both thank you very much for the follows. It is round number 7. Excuse me while I hydrate. Oh, we've got a car wildly off track there. So many changes. Bernd O'Sullivan, Caracas, Piccolo all in the pits. I think I saw is Sir Fosh. No, he's stayed out. He's up to 6th position. With 8 minutes left to take his pit stop after that unbelievably unfortunate incident at the start. It's Eddie Walsingham, the current on-track leader, with Ruggiero in second, Ayamulo in third. I, of course, misspoke when I said that today was the on-track leader. He was leading the drivers at taking their pit. Sam Gaskell has returned to top spot, as we see, or he will be top spot. And he is leading out of the cars again that have taken their pit stop. Caracas is on his way out of the pits. There was 2 seconds separating them when the first of these two came into the pits, and it doesn't look like there's much more than that separating them at the moment. Yeah, 2 seconds. 2.3. So yeah, a bit of a change in Gaskell's favour there. And he will be on the slightly warmer tyres now. The track has only dropped to 18, so we've only lost another degree in the last 20 minutes, which is not too bad considering we lost a degree in the first 9. So not too much for the pit crew to worry about as far as tyre pressures goes. Pretty much going to be as they started for stint 2. Gaskell, Caracas, and today the current podium sitters with Campaniella in 10th place. Walsingham's come into the pits. Ruggiero has stayed out, so too has Frey and Wasner, who've swapped positions again. Samir Fosh on track 4th, and Zunabovic in 5th place. Walsingham is stationary in the pits at the minute. Dairo Ayamulo is in the pits as well, down at 26th. Okay, so this is before he came into the pits. He's got Shea O'Sullivan just ahead of him. Those two have been squabbling away for those positions. Big move up the inside. Well, minor bit of contact there. I'm not quite sure that was worth the yellow flag that was presented to us. So I'm not really sure that overly explains how he's ended up so far down in the order. We'll see where he is soon. We're currently 16th position, just behind Shea O'Sullivan, who's behind Castorino. Again, I'm not sure we can overly rely on the timing tower for the pit stops. There's a couple of drivers that have been in, and it's not showing that they have. Minar, of course, one of them. Ayamulo, another. He has been into the pits. Minar back out again. Unfortunate contact. He finds himself behind Delphant now. 11th position. There is Gaskell going past more drivers in the pit. So it is Ruggiero still in the lead. We've got just under 5 minutes until the pit window closes. Ayamulo, 16th place. He's making up some spots there as well. Shea O'Sullivan back at the pits, currently 14th, definitely more places there when the pits get themselves sorted out. He's got 4 ahead of him. 10 seconds between Rosario and Frey now up at the front. It'll be interesting to see where the Porsche and the Bentley come back out. It'll be the Porsche in as soon as Rosario comes in. So not many drivers left to take their pit stop now. Nobody in for a drive-through so far. This is definitely a track where you cannot underestimate the track limits and how easy it is to pick up a drive-through. Yeah, so we'll see if we get any towards the end of the race. Castorino, 13th position, again coming out of the pits, involved in a little bit of contact. Finds himself behind Walsingham. Walsingham currently looking at a definite improvement in the spots and where he started the race from qualifying. Castorino certainly looking to upset that apple cart. O'Sullivan has got Ian Mulo and Stubenrauch just behind him. Stubenrauch in for some good gains as well, as Rosario finds himself in the pits. Looking like he's on his way back out pretty soon, so we'll see where he comes out. And in fact, that's not Rosario. There he is there, leaving the pits. So yeah, he's going to be at least 13th position. That puts Bernd back up to 10th place. Still needs to find another couple of spots, which he'll get when Frey, Foch and Izuna Bovic all come in to the pits. Delphant. Oh yeah, he's right on the back of Campagnella. That's been quite the positional battle there right throughout the race. Iamilo. Oh, bit of contact with Shea O'Sullivan there, but he does take that position. A bit of door banging through turn number 7. That's Iamilo for Veloci through on O'Sullivan, who's now going to be defending from Stubenrauch, although he's 6 seconds behind, so he's got a bit of a gap there. Delphant still only 3/10 behind Campagnella as Foch and Frey both make their way into the pits. That'll put Sam Gaskell back on the top spot. Kourakis in second. Tadai third. It's going to be Campagnella in fourth and Delphant in 5th position. So yeah, he is hunting down 4th place now. Minar down in 6th, he'll be. Of course, Bernd 7th, Walsingham in 8th place, Castorino in 9th, and Rosario rounding out the top 10. Wow, these two very close. And yes, okay, so yes, Sir Foss just dropped him. I was just checking to see if he does come out in 20th position, because he was right down at the back of the grid, so he's back out, 6 down, 20th position. That's a solid comeback in this field. Let's face it. Frey back out where he qualified, Lassner back out where he qualified, so the battle between the Bentley and the Porsche is currently back in the hands of the Bentley. Shea O'Sullivan down 1 spot now to Dario Iamilo after that overtake we just saw. Rosario in 10th. Castorino is down 3 positions with Walsingham and Bernd both up 1, 8th and 7th respectively. And Minar, after that unfortunate contact out of the pits, he's dropped another position. He's down 4 overall to 6th place. And that is Bernd just behind him. Eric Delphant back where he started in 5th behind Campagnella, who's made a trio of overtakes to find himself in 4th place. But that is Delphant in the Honda hunting him down. Kevin Tadai still in 3rd where he was after the opening couple of laps. Kourakis of course started 3rd and is now in 2nd place. And 2.8 seconds now behind Gaskell. Gaskell absolutely running away with it. He certainly is in terms of the talent of these drivers. That's 8/10 out of the pits is a pretty good gap to have. I think we do still have 27 cars out on track. Of course, Gorka, oh, he's back in the pits. Although, yeah, as long as he got into the pits before the pit window closed, yeah, he should be okay. So we'll see if he does come back out. Sir Foster's another one. So yeah, down 6, he is back out in 20th position. We'll keep an eye on the situation up on the podium, and it is an eye we must cast on the Honda of Eric Delfant, the Italian job driver. He was only supposed to blow the doors off. He is now trying to hunt down 4th position. He's exactly where he started as well. There's only, what, 5 drivers that have held on to their starting position. I'm sure they would like to see an improvement, but yeah, it's better to be where he started than back on where he started. Porco down 8 spots, Gorka down 8 as well, so tough start to the race. And yeah, difficult race for them so far. Only 18 minutes left though. Time absolutely flies during these races, it is safe to say. Through turns 3, 4 and 5, the Honda still looking to get the jump on the Nissan. What an incredible battle to see. The LFM bot, an absolute winner. There is Minar. He's got Leon Berndt very close to him as well, so 6th place could definitely see a change there as well. We've still got Wasserfelder and Duvelaar dueling away for 15th position. Is in fact Honzig is up 8 spots. Yeah, so after the pit stops, Honzig, that's an absolutely solid drive. Just cracked my shin bone. Move my chair. Let's hear it for aluminium driving rigs. Honzig, yeah, up 8 positions with Duvelaar and Felder. Up 5 and 7 respectively. Gross up that 5 spots. I'm sure Honzig will be delighted with that one. Especially, yeah, to make up that many places in this field is not too shabby at all. We'll keep an eye though on Delfant. This is the battle furthest up the field. Oh, although Berndt could be demanding some attention soon as well. He's certainly got the full attention of Philip Minard ahead of him. Absolutely moving. There's Delfant again. So 16 minutes left to go. Sam Gaskell still the fastest driver on track. Kourakis has made up half a second to get to within 2.3. He's going to have to work some magic if he's going to close that gap, given the pace that Gaskell has shown so far. Delfant were on board. We're still hunting down Campaniella, Berndt and Minar still fully engaged for 6th place. And Castorino and Iamulo dueling over the last spot in the top 10, with Shea O'Sullivan down a spot overall, but still in 12th place. Stubenhout finds himself in 13th, with Honzig in 14th and Duvelaar in 15th position. And yeah, if we take that off, can't confirm, according to my telemetry, all the drivers have been in during the pit window, so we'll take that one as read. Look at these two in a straight line. It's just absolute cat and mouse for them at the moment. As we were mentioning in the chat earlier, it's not the easiest track to get an overtake on. And yeah, these two cars definitely excel in a straight line. Excel at acceleration, it is safe to say, and decent top speeds as well. So they are going to be finely matched. Gaskell, no one matching him. 1 minute 32.325, still the fastest lap. Kourakis still in 2nd place. Absolute valiant effort from the Ferrari driver to keep up with Gaskell, and now that gap's got down to 2 seconds. And yet Gaskell was 0.003 quicker on the last lap. Yeah, let's have a look and see here what happens across the line. In fact, we'll check on Yeah, Delphine once again, exactly the same position for them. Bernd still trying to find a way past Mina, Wassner and Duvelaar have separated themselves a bit from Felder. Frey and now 3.8 seconds down on Felder, who's behind Wassner. So the Bentley and the Porsche battle didn't last out with the pits, and in fact Sir Foch 19th place, looking to get himself ahead of Frey. That could be a very active overtake at the minute. There is Foch closing in. The Mustang v the Porsche. I think we all know who's winning that battle in a straight line. Yeah, but through the twisted flat. Ooh, don't be picking up penalties. It's, because of the length of the lap here, it is not the most forgiving of pit lanes, that is for sure. Comparatively speaking, it is pretty long. Or is this the one that's short? Yeah, that one. I should probably recheck. It's been a while since I've looked at that sheet. This Honzig guy has potential. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. He can certainly pull off an overtake. He's got decent strategy as well. Up 8 positions. We'll see how he's defending us now, actually. So he spent the first half of the race gaining places. Let's see if he can actually hang on to them. Aha! Yeah, he's got the Honda looking quick, and the McLaren and the Bentley behind him certainly looking more than engaged as one of the Fisher Esports cars. Closing in on this one as well. So we'll see if he can hold on to those spots. Shea O'Sullivan didn't manage to hang on to his 11th place. But still a very good run indeed. Gaskell now up at the top, 1 minute 32.6 with 32.5 from Karakas. 2 seconds is the gap there. And here we absolutely go. The top 3, 2.3 seconds up, and then it is Campagnella, Delphine, Minard, Bernd and Walsingham. Oh, and in fact, behind Walsingham is Ruggiero. 5 drivers within, what, a second and a half, if even that. In fact, if we jump on board with Minar, we'll get the phenomenal rear view mirror, as well as the back of the battle going on ahead. So we're on the Mustang. Currently in 6th place, but this is an absolute scrap for 4th position here. Campagnella, the driver tasked with bringing 4th place home at the moment. But that really is going to be quite the task, given how close this field are. It's definitely safe to say one slip up by any of these drivers and positions are going to change hands very quickly indeed. Iamilo 2 seconds down now on Walsingham, so I think he's maybe gone for an overtake and not quite made it stick, because that is now a big gap. He is dropped off the back of this pack. Karakas has got it back to within 2 seconds. Oh, and there's all going on behind. You see that in the rear view mirror there. Bernd really going full-blooded defensive mode there from Ruggiero. Walsingham won't need too many invitations to send his Aston Martin past both of them if they do keep up the door banging at this stage of the race. We've got 10 minutes left to go, and if there's one thing we've seen here, it is not easy to get overtakes. We've already said it, and it's proven to be the case in the closing stages. A few done through incident, a couple through the pit stops as well. Now Walsingham, yeah, he can fully focus on what's going on ahead of him. Mina doesn't have that luxury. He's watching front and back at the moment, as I'm sure Campagnella is. He's still got that Honda absolutely breathing down his neck. Frey has lost the position to Sir Foch, but he is still hanging on to the back of him. That is Sir Foch back up to 18th place. So a net loss of 4, which is not too bad considering he was 11, 12 positions down from where he started. So he's made 8 of them back so far, and he does have Duvelaar and Felder absolutely dueling it out just ahead of him. They're trying to keep up with the Bentley, the Honda, sorry, of Sir Foch, Sasha Wassner, the driver just ahead of them. We do need to jump back on with Delphant in the gang though. This is for 4th place. Ruggiero, in his Ferrari, he has got a very good view of what's going on as well. On absolute ice skates. Ooh, the Ferrari ahead just having the slight sideways wiggle. I do see a rain light on the car ahead, but no rain by the look of it yet. Less than 10 minutes to go. So the drivers pretty much let off the hook. Right on his tail. That is such precision throttle work there by Ruggiero to stay right on the tail. Mina really is going to be feeling the pressure now with these two cars absolutely behind. Ooh, he's not planning on being behind for much longer. Ruggiero keen to get that overtake done. Grantis Carreras. It was at 1.5 seconds. It's now back at 1.8. Oh, Ruggiero dropping down the order. Ruggiero, I think he's gone for the overtake and hasn't quite made it stick. Let me just quickly. Oh, he's already dropped the positions by here. Sorry, I think I've misunderstood what I'm watching. I think the timing may be updated very cheaply there, but yeah, Ruggiero. He is up 2 spots overall, so yeah, not sure what was going on there with the timing tower. Maybe one of the late cars in the pits. But yeah, it's still running in 8th place. Let's get back to the live action where Gaskell now finds himself 1.5 seconds ahead. Campagnella with no such gap. That is absolutely as close as it looks with this lot. Frey still in the back of Serfosh, who is trying his hardest to catch up to Duvillard and Felder. They are doing him all the favours in the world. Only 3 tenths apart there, you can see him in the background. Felder for Fisher Racing. Felder's made up a few spots as well, I think. Yeah, 7. Same as Honzik. So yeah, good drive by Felder as well. He's got 6 minutes left to hang on to as many of these spots as he can, with the drivers behind absolutely hanging on to his rear splitter. With Brenham also looking good for an overtake as well, just down the order. We'll need to keep checking though on Delphant and the team up at the front. Still the battle for 4th place rages on. And Iamulo's caught right up to the back of them again. The Veloce teammates are now nose to tail once again, so yeah, I think it's safe to say. Yeah, I think it's relatively safe to say that he's got the pace out of these two at the moment. Ruggiero just ahead. Ooh, and that is looking close again between Minar and Bernd. Bernd absolutely going for it, but he is being hurried along. Ruggiero is not looking to waste any time, especially with the two Veloce drivers directly behind him. Walsingham not quite close enough to the cars ahead. There is that blue flag pulling over? Not quite. Again, nose to tail through turn 7 and through 8 into 9 we go. The Aston of Walsingham really needs to do something here if he's going to fend off the position from Dario Iamulo. Let's see what the two teammates do. Leon Bernd just trifling with the track limits there. Absolutely not the time to be doing that. 5 minutes to go, so 3 or 4 laps still, thankfully. And that is very close, as Delphant had enough of his time behind Campagnella. Oh, I don't think he's got a choice at the minute. Campagnella is still managing to keep him behind. Oh, the Honda absolutely flying at the minute. Can't get his way past though. The all-important overtake is what he needs, and he can't get Iamulo and Walsingham dropping a little bit behind this group. I'm going to say a little bit, another 4/10 of a second, but they're 4/10 within one another. Castorino closing up there as well. Speaking of closing up, 4 minutes left to go, and Karakas is within 1 second. So he has more than halved the gap since they came out of the pits. We've got 4 minutes left to go with an average lap time of 1 minute 30. 1 minute 32.9, 1 minute 33. He was 2/10 quicker on that last lap. He's going to get to within slipstream range. That is for absolutely sure. Delphant, Minar. Oh, and they're side by side. Rogerio and Leon Berndt. Oh, bit of door banging along the straight there. Berndt trying to hold that inside line. He's going to go right round the outside. And I did say Aidan Walsingham in the Aston Martin could be well positioned to pounce. And yeah, Walsingham has got past. Has he? Oh no, my apologies, he's not. I just couldn't see the other car there. But Rogerio has got past Berndt. Walsingham and Iamilo still behind. Samir Foch with the white flag there. He's got Felder ahead of him still. Got past Michael Frey, so that's only 3 positions he is down. That's a phenomenal comeback drive. Iamilo is still going to get past his teammate. With Delphant still going to get past the Campagnella. He's made that Nissan as wide as any race car could possibly hope to be. Solid, absolutely solid train through turn 6. Karakas has found another 3/10 of a second. He is within a second. We have got 2 minutes. They're going to finish this lap. They're going to get 1 more left to go. And it looks like all the pace at the minute is with Karakas. But as we have said several times, it is not an easy track to get the overtake done. There's Gaskell just banking on, soaking up the pressure. Yeah, does Karakas just have that much more pace at the minute? He's closed up even more. I would suggest that is slightly closer than 8/10. Oh, good exit there from Gaskell though. That's going to put it a bit closer to the second mark again, I would say. Oh no, still bang on 8/10. These are drivers all right on top of one another. Still Walsingham still ahead of his teammate Minar with a slight yellow flag. You really need to be careful. Foch and Frey in a bit of a fray with Felder. Honzig still up 7. He is right ahead of these drivers as well. So he has held on to the spots that he's taken. He's doing well there. Frey back into 18th where he started. And there's Sam Gaskell. I thought we jumped into Sam Gaskell. He's not quite in blue flag traffic. Karakas, he is within 4/10 of a second. Philip Minar with a cheeky little yellow flag there. The track warners are coming thick and fast for some of the drivers now. Minar is behind Berndt and Rogerio. He's got Walsingham ahead of him, but yeah, Minar has definitely lost more positions. Nothing standing out on the incident sheet. Oh yeah, my apologies. Let us look at this. So a couple of quick replays to look at before the race ends. This is Philip Minar through Corvone. Ooh, big send up the inside. He's left enough room for it though, and it looks like both cars try and get through. Ooh, slight bit of contact on the way out of the corner. It did look like he'd lost a bit of momentum. Straight into the next replay. So this is just after he's lost the position. That's Leon Berndt that's behind him. Oh, he was thinking about a move up the inside. He's more than thinking about it. Good exit by both of them. Oh, slight contact on the way through. But that is Berndt getting the overtake done there as well. So late positions changing. We're still on board with the race leader, and there's not much between them. It is the final lap. They're on turn number 9. We're on the rear spoiler of Sam Gaskell. Oh, he's gone full send. Grantis Karekis on the final lap. Oh, he's outbroke himself though. He's gone full send there, absolutely outbraked himself, and they're miles offline, and he is back under the rear spoiler once again of Sam Gaskell. Absolute full-blooded manoeuvre there to try and take the race lead on the last lap. Couldn't make it stick though. Will we see another attempt here as Gaskell sees the car absolutely bouncing? He's sent it right, tried to send it right round the outside. Is he going to get a cutback out of turn at number 14? It'll be a bold move if he does. He's going to have no room on the inside line. They're coming towards the last corner. He's been sent round the outside. Is he going to be able to make it stick? The Ferrari's going to need an almighty exit. There's going to be a tenth of a second between them. There's going to be nothing between them across the line, but it is going to be Sam Gaskell that leads from lights to flag. Karekis has been given the win. Did I miss a penalty? I think I might have missed a penalty, unless... so this is coming towards the final corner. Karekis has got a yellow flag and showing as the race winner. So yes, so there must have been some kind of penalty. Oh no, it does say Sam Gaskell is the winner. Okay, my point, I'm all over the place. It says on screen Sam Gaskell, it says in my timer that was Karekis. Apologies for the confusion. Karekis in second, Gaskell in first place, Kevin Tadai in third, Campagnella fourth, Delfant fifth, Ruggiero, Bernd Minar and Walsingham, with Dario Iamulo rounding out the top 10. But it was that man there that brought home the fastest lap of qualifying, the fastest lap of the race, and the race win. O'Sullivan in 13th position, Wasner 14th, and Honzig in 15th place. And we will bring up the full results very shortly. Hopefully we should have them up. Nope, that of course is from last week. It is the Case King Pro Series that we are here for this evening. As you saw, it was Misano with Imola last week. We've got Silverstone coming up next week, so do make sure you tune in for that one. We'll bring up some highlights while we're waiting on the results to update. They will be up very shortly. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. Yeah, absolutely epic race. And of course, big thanks to Lian Lee, main sponsors of LFM. Oh, in fact, apologies. Yeah, so that is next week, as I say, it is Silverstone. And the drivers, of course, dueling out for those incredible top prizes. So yeah, absolute best of luck to every one of them involved in the series. Another absolute cracker of a race. Get yourself over to the LFM website and you can get involved with all of the racing. Again, we'll bring you the results and a quick look at the standings as well. They are not quite up, apologies, and let's do, and we can do a quick interview as well. So what we'll do it in reverse order as we should. So we will get Fabrizio Campagnella into the commentary box. Good evening, Fabrizio, and absolutely solid performance there at a track that's easy to violate those track limits, and an excellent podium brought home. How was the race for you?
Hello everyone. The race was tricky, to say the least. I had 3 warnings since about half of the race, so yeah, it's very easy to get an off track here. And yes, I was a bit anxious about getting a DT because yeah, it's very easy, so that would have made my race a lot worse. But yeah, I mean, in the end, I managed to defend against the Fante, which also did a really good job. He always kept the car there, always putting pressure on me, so I couldn't even get off the eye for a second because he was always behind me. But yeah, I bring it home. I created a little bit of a train. I think about 10 cars were behind me. I could see that from the minimap. But yeah, I mean, in the end, it's nice to get a podium when you don't expect it. I mean, I came into this race without even knowing whether we finished top 10, top 15. Yeah, I got surely lucky with the incident between the guys fighting for P2, P3. But I mean, last season I got unlucky, this season I got lucky, so it just balances out, I guess. And yeah, GG's also to Sam and Grantas for being up there. And thanks to my team and sponsor.
Yes, indeed. Got to get the thanks out to everybody. Yeah, it was an incredible race, and it was an absolutely solid train of cars. You even mentioned yourself 3 warnings from early doors. Very easy track to pick up the warnings, but it's also a difficult track to overtake on, so almost played into your hands. That track position, pretty vital to get you that podium with that solid train behind you.
Absolutely. For once, I've done a really good quali. I wasn't too far off Ame, which hasn't been always the case this season. But yeah, Misano's been a good track for me, and the Nissan has a very good acceleration, so it was easy to defend for the first part of the straight, but of course the Honda had a little bit more traction, I'd say a lot more, but yeah, in the end, the Nissan just and I managed to defend with the car, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, I take this P3, absolutely.
Yeah, in this field of drivers, I would donate my left leg to science to get myself on the podium. So yeah, an absolutely incredible achievement Fabrizio. Congratulations on that podium, and we look forward to seeing you at Silverstone next week.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely welcome. There we go then, 3rd place, Fabrizio Campagnella bringing home that podium. Joining him, of course, on the podium tonight was one Grantas Carreras, the Ferrari. What a performance that was. Make up 2 to 3 places, and then gets within striking distance on that last lap. How was that for you, Grantas?
Yeah, it was a crazy race. I mean, not like a crazy race, but crazy first and last lap, I would say. Then the rest was, yeah, sort of like driving alone and trying to catch the leader. So I was, yeah, had a very similar pace with the leader in the first stint. Still tried to do something about it, but nothing happened. Couldn't have done anything. But on the second stint, I just increased my pace a little bit. I got more confident with the setup, with the car. And leader, it seems, cooked his tires a little bit. So I had the chance to catch back, and yeah, crazy last lap battle, which yeah, didn't work out for me that well, but still was fun, and Sam really deserves the win here, and still very happy with P2.
Yeah, P2, an absolutely phenomenal performance. And that battle at the end, I mean, you closed up 2.8 seconds in 5 laps, and on the last lap, I mean, absolutely, you've got to go for it. You get that close, you're firing along Carvone, and it was so close to working out. You roll the dice, it's the hero or the villain. Well, not quite villain, but yeah, in this case, couldn't quite make it stick. Yeah, so close, Grantas.
Yeah, very close. Obviously, in this track, it's very hard to overtake, especially when you have no straight line speed. So I really had to try something work here. Had to try some crazy dive, but yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work. Sam really avoided that well. So fair play to him. He absolutely deserves it. And yeah, we move on to the next round.
Indeed, yeah. Silverstone next. How did you find the track limits tonight? How many warnings did you have on the board? Fabrizio was saying he had 3 pretty early. It's a bit of a sleeper track when it comes to track limits. You can really pick them up quite quickly here.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week I got a driver, so I had to be extra careful this time round. And yeah, I actually managed them quite well. I only had 2 in the end. So yeah, one in the first stint and second on the last stint. So yeah, I just had to be extra careful, especially in this track. Track limits are crazy. So yeah, that's how we went.
Yeah, and in this field, the drive-through, yeah, just you're at the back of the
crazy.
field. Yeah, indeed. There's so many places. But yeah, Grantas, congratulations. No drive-through this week. That one last week was painful. The battle that was threatened last week was immense. Thank you again this week. Huge congratulations again on that P2. What a drive, and cannot wait to see what you've got at Silverstone next week.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much, and yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you very much. There we go. Grantas Carreras, what a drive in the Ferrari. Absolutely went for it on that last lap. Couldn't quite make it stick. I think it's safe to say the driver in first place saw it coming, took the appropriate action and managed to hold on to the win. He joins us now from the top spot of the podium. It's Mr. Sam Gaskell. Good evening, Sam. Congratulations. Quality took the trifecta this week. You got the fastest lap in quality, fastest in the race, and the race win. Easy work, surely.
In the race, towards the end, it definitely wasn't, but quality was just able to put a good lap together, especially around Misano. It could be quite difficult because it's just, it's super strict on track limits. And in the Ford, the car likes to, tweak everywhere and just oversteer. So yeah, I had to put in a decent amount of prep, not quite as much as Imola, but definitely quite a bit, and yeah, paid off.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. A solid field, and you must have thought all your chickens had come home to roost at the same time. After lap 2, I believe you were already about a second and a half up. I'm surely not expecting that at such an early point with the cars behind. A little bit of contact, the concertina, and suddenly you're off with a nice, what could be considered a comfortable gap in this field, just over a second ahead early doors.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky for Phil to get, I think caught up in that pile-up, but in that fight, but because me and him wanted to work together, but apart from that, yeah, to get that second gap was definitely crucial, because after that I was kind of like, I'm going to reserve my tyres, I'm just going to see if I can keep the pace up consistent, which worked in the first stint. And then as you saw after the pit stops, I had a few mistakes and just tyres went off. But yeah, getting that gap at the start is crucial, especially in the field like this.
Yeah, that is another reminder for all us non-aliens out there that Grantas did say that he thought you'd cooked your tyres ahead. He could clearly see that from to my very untrained eye, I could not see any difference in your lap times there. But yeah, the track limits and the tyres getting cooked. So yeah, tough win. How are we feeling ahead of Silverstone next week in the Ford?
If it was dry, then very good, but it's 100% wet, so it's not looking good. But it's my favourite track, so we'll see what happens. But I'm just happy I've got a good result here. It means it's a good jump. I think I'm P1 in the championship now, but I'm not sure with drop rounds, so very confident for the rest of the championship. But we'll see what happens. It's a wet round. Ford's not great, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I tell you, we do have the results up, so I'm going to quickly run through them. So if you want to find out where you are in the standings,
yes, please.
Where you are for a moment. We've got Gaskell, Carreras, and Campagnella, the top 3 in the race. Delfant 4th, and Ruggiero in 5th. Most importantly, of course, for Sam Castorino outside the top 10. Let's bring up the standings. Castorino is top of the standings by 60 points.
Oops, it's close. It's close.
It is very close. Of course, 2 of the drop rounds have been taken into consideration already, but I can confirm his drop rounds at the minute are slightly better than yours as well, Sam. He's just got you picked, so ridiculously close. Oh, ridiculously close. I know that's not what you want to hear, and I apologise for shifting. So happy about that.
It's good that it's close. It's good that it's close.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is. But yeah, the drop rounds as well. So yeah, at the minute, Sam, you have leapfrogged your teammate Philip. which after the whole 410 thing at Imola, I'm sure is
It's refreshing to see.
it's very nice indeed. It's very nice indeed. But yeah, confirmation there. A race win tonight puts you second in the championship and most definitely in the hunt going into Silverstone, Sam. So again, huge congratulations. Phenomenal drive to bring home that win. Excellent on-point Jedi reflexes to see that move coming from Grantas in the final couple of corners. And well done for bringing home the win.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you very much. There we go then, race fans. That was race winner Sam Gaskell. What a move at the end was attempted. Couldn't quite make it stick in Grantas, and it was Sam Gaskell bringing home the race win. 255, doing well in the series so far. They've got second and third, but it is Castorino who is still hanging on to the final, to the top spot in the championship. Of course, it is the €2,500 that the drivers are driving for, and it is Silverstone. Next week they will be plying their trade. That's all we've got time for this evening. Usually at this point, there is the German channel rated as well. Good evening, one and all. Visceral 2-3 indeed. And yeah, Leah with the follow as well. But yeah, we'll get Chris to fire up a raid. We'll watch a couple more minutes of the highlights from the race, and then we'll jump on to the trailer and we will raid ourselves out. Remember, coming up on LFM Shores, we have got the International Endurance Series by Leanne Lee coming up as well, and of course the Case King Pro Series will continue next week from Silverstone, so make sure you tune in for that. We'll see, hopefully I will be behind the cameras and on the mic as well, because it will be full wet at Silverstone. There will be some full-blooded action. That's all for tonight though. Congratulations once again to the podium drivers this evening, and to Castorino holding on to the lead of the race. My name has been John Wright, and I will hopefully see you again next week. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.
You are sweet as paradise.